Dear viewers of the Tom Photo channel, I have my favorite sausage on the table. This is my 18 to 55 to 200mm Fuji sausage, and it's a pretty special one because it can handle so well whatever a typical Fujifilm user throws at it. There is one place where it can be cut in half, and my plan today is to see how the sausage behaves at the cut side, or 55mm. Both lenses can do 55mm, but which one is better? When you have both lenses at your disposal, should you grab one rather than the other for 55mm photography? I photographed a plywood board from a tripod taped to the floor with my Fuji X-T30 using the two lenses at 55mm focal length and different f-stop values. For simplicity, I will call the lenses kit and telephoto today. The camera settings were identical throughout the photography. The lens's optical image stabilizations were turned off. I used the self-timer and the electronic shutter to eliminate camera shake. I took 5 photos with each setting. I then measured the image sharpness of these photos as I detail in a video linked for you down in the text box. Of each set of 5 photos, I eliminated the 2 least sharp ones and did statistics with the remaining 3 photos. This is a common practice to reduce variability. I assumed that in some cases the camera did not get focusing precisely right. These things happen, and I want to test the lenses, not the camera today. This is the overall photo sharpness of the kit lens versus the zoom lens at 55mm. The kit is red, the telephoto is blue. The small vertical bars are standard deviations. These simply show you how much you can trust each part of the graph. When the standard deviation bars are wide or tall, you can trust that data point less than when the bars are short and tight. The first graph was immediately a bit of a shock. I've shown in several of my Fuji XF 18 to 55 lens videos that the kit lens sharpness profile has that dip in it. Today it looks especially prominent compared to the much more normal shape of the XF 55 to 200 or the telephoto lens. The dip depends on what you photograph, how far you are from the subject, etc. But still, it is there and it looks a bit scary today. The telephoto looks much better between f-stops 5 and 9. There appears to be no competition. At f-stop 10, the kit lens takes the lead. This could be because it can handle diffraction better, or because the camera software is better at reducing or hiding the effect of diffraction for that lens. This graph surprised me a lot, so I decided to repeat it. The camera was about 2 meters away from the plywood board. Now I decided to put the camera 1.2 meters from the board and photograph a different part of the board. I got essentially the same result with this new experiment. The standard deviation bars are taller here, but the qualitative outcome is the same. Between f-stops 5 and 9, the kit lens offers very little competition to the telephoto lens. Next, I wondered if this difference originated from center or corner sharpness. I therefore cut out 900 by 600 pixel rectangles from the center and corner of the photos and analyzed them exactly as I did for the full photos. This is the center sharpness from 2 separate experiments as I explained before. The telephoto still looks better, but the differences are not as dramatic as they were for the full photos. Experiment 1 suggests that the telephoto lens gets sharper between f-stop 6.4 and 9. Experiment 2 agrees with this. The f-stop 5.6 is a tie because the standard deviation bars are very loose in this region. But what about the corner sharpness? These differences are major. You might even say that the telephoto blows the kit lens out of the water here. In the first experiment, the telephoto was better all the way to the region where diffraction becomes a problem. And we cannot trust the results after the diffraction region very much anyway. The second experiment agrees with this, but gives a bit of hope for the kit lens at the first 2 smallest f-stop values. After f-stop 10, the standard deviation bars overlap, so the 2 graphs should be considered overlapping starting from f11. My results today may suggest that the telephoto lens is infinitely better at 55mm. But does this translate into a visible difference, or is it just math? Let's take a real-life photo with both lenses and examine them up close. I chose a large painting that I photographed from 1.2 meters away at f-stop 6.4. This f-stop is where I expect the most profound differences between the lenses. I took 5 photos with both lenses focusing in the center, and I chose the sharpest photo of the 5 for each lens to examine for sharpness. The center parts look very sharp and quite indistinguishable to me, but let's move closer to the edges. This is the middle part of far left. You see there is a lot of fine structure in that part of the painting. As we zoom in, it is quite clear that the telephoto performed visibly better there. The kit lens looks quite good too, but only until you put it next to the result of the telephoto lens. This is the top left corner region of the painting. Now the telephoto lens wins by a landslide. There are some fine details that you cannot even see at all in the kit lens photo. The XF 55-200mm telephoto looks clearly better in the corners than the XF 18-55mm kit lens in my experiments today. This was expected because typically the wide-angle ends of telephoto lenses are better than their telephoto ends. My results today don't automatically mean that the XF 55-200mm lens is always a better lens. It's fair to say that the 55mm focal length is more comfortable and less of a stretch for it than it is for the kit lens. If the longer telephoto lens could go down to 18mm like the kit lens does, the kit lens would look better at that focal length from a mile away. I'm quite certain of that. So I definitely love both of these lenses, both halves of the great Fujifilm sausage. I've done other reviews and tests with these Fuji lenses. Please check out those videos too. They are in the links down below. Thanks so much for the opportunity to spend some quality time with you. If you think you want to subscribe to my channel and leave a like, it would be very much appreciated indeed. Enjoy your photography. Goodbye.